Hi everyone, Charles here with you on a Saturday morning. Well, I have written this out, so I'm just going to read this to you. About 4 weeks ago, I became aware that God, I thought, was telling me this channel had completed its mission. Well, of course, this was very serious, and I knew not to do anything immediately. After all, it could have been coming from Satan. God has given me this understanding, which I now explain to you. God views YouTube channels as books. A few of these books are in God's library, but most belong in Satan's library. My book is now completed. Just like a book in any library, my book is available to anyone. God will send people to my book to learn, that being to help them decide if they are a traditional Catholic or a believer in the Pope's modernizing and changing Catholicism. I have been reading for you and sharing with you what I know, but now it's time for you to do your own reading, which I believe most of you do anyway. For those who God will send to this channel to learn, He will draw attention to the link in the description box so they can become aware of the site the articles are coming from, which will help them continue their education. There are 1,600 videos on this channel, much more than enough to help anyone decide which side of the fence their beliefs lie. God has other work for me now, and I need to let go of the channel and be obedient. I will continue paying attention to what is happening in our church, but privately. You all need to do the same for the sake of your own salvation. Followers of Pope Francis, who make up the vast majority, will be seriously putting their salvation in jeopardy because they do not know who Jesus Christ really is. They have given way to the world. Please pray for our sisters and brothers. Thank you so much for your support, and I really mean that, because when I first started this channel, for really quite a long time, I was being attacked. People didn't like my voice, they didn't like my pronunciation, many of you were very supportive of me and told me just to, fight on, that I was providing a service that they really appreciated. So I really want to thank you for that. And, you've continued to do that this channel is only about 1 year and 9 months old. So, and we have 1,600 videos up here. A lot of them, of the earlier videos aren't very good, but the information is presented. It's just not very professionally done because I was just learning then. So, and many of you have left comments in other ways supporting me, because, this is a very hard job in the sense that, you constantly, for a year and 9 months, and even before that, because I used to do this in a different sort of way on websites, constantly paying attention to the news throughout the day. And, this is 7 days a week, constantly doing this. And, I am tired of it. But, that has really nothing to do with what's going on, because if God wanted me to continue, He'd give me the grace to continue. Grace makes something hard, it makes it doable. Yes, it's still hard, and I've recognized that throughout, these years of, dealing with the news. But at the same time, you're still like at it every day. And that started to leave me. And I thought, I just don't really feel like doing this anymore. And I thought I was being attacked by Satan and all this. And so, that's why I had to wait to make sure that what I'm saying right now is really what God wants. I believe He wants me to, I don't really even know what He wants me to do. I know a little bit about what He wants me to do, but I think there's more to it than that. I think He wants me to do what I'm doing right now, talking to you about this, and then, to let this go. And then, tomorrow's Divine Mercy Sunday, so, perhaps next week. In other words, He wants me to put this where it belongs, and just sit and wait and be patient, and then He'll show me the next thing. So, that makes a lot of sense to me. Instead of holding on to this and waiting for something new to come along before I let this go, God wants me to trust Him with this. So, all I can say is thanks so much for your support, and goodbye, and I hope to see all of you in heaven. I'll remember some of your names, and hopefully, God will let us say hello to each other when we're there. In the meantime, life on earth is going to get to be more and more difficult. So, but we have our faith, and we look forward with hope to the future. So goodbye.